Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, divine masculine check-in. Oh, first off, I want to say I'm running a special. I haven't done that since I've been out on YouTube. And my hour readings are regular 111 are 77 until the end of July. And my half an hour Zoom are usually 77. They are 55 until the end of July. So get those through the link in the description box below. They're filling up in the near future pretty quick, so book yours ASAP if you want a spot sooner than later. And let's get into it. Okay, so thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for the divine masculines in the collective that joins me here? What is it that they are thinking and feeling about the connections at this time? And what do the divine feminines need to know through spirit guidance for what we're going to see here from the masculine collective? Okay, conscious mind about the connections. What are the divine masculines thinking? Oh, it's really sinking in that you are this wifey energy. There's some confirmation right now that's hitting different. The Four of Swords is a meditation, but it's like something is really going straight to their heart right now about who you are, about just how nurturing you are, how genuine, how real. What you're saying or have said to them is really hitting in a sincere way right now is what I'm getting here. Advice for the feminines? Yeah, be curious, be open, drop your expectations of how your masculine has handled the energy in the past, and be in beginner's eyes right now, because your masculine is interpreting your energy differently than they have before. The Four of Swords comes after the Three of Swords, when that tug of war for attention, competition, at odds, misconceptions, all the stuff that the masculines used to think didn't make sense about this connection, that's done. And now you're being seen for who you really are here to your masculine. In the past, they weren't able to acknowledge every aspect, even though it was love at first sight, I just heard. They weren't able to reconcile how this connection made sense. Even though they had love, they thought possibly this wasn't the lifetime it was going to happen. Now, what I'm seeing is that they really are understanding how valuable you, this connection, the energy exchange, the truth of this connection you share is really illuminated to them right now. So be open, feminines. You're going to see a shift here. What are the masculines thinking of their divine feminine consciously? Eight of Cups and the Moon. So I'm getting for some of them, they've been wondering if you've moved on because of how they have handled this or how they have not been able to move it forward with you. But it looks like something has come to light that has shed light on an even deeper layer of soul recognition from your side of it, feminines, than the masculines thought was possible before. So I'm getting that some layer of the soul has been brought to light. Something very, very, very deep, genuine, real, connective has been seen by the masculines about you and about, I'm hearing the healthy reasons you haven't moved on. Like something, it's like redeeming energy here. I did see the Judgment card on the shuffle. It was the one that stuck out to me. I did not call it out, but I did see it and it's coming back to me here. So in this spaciousness, in this period of stepped back energy, the masculines have wondered, would you move on? Would you find someone else? What would happen if you were single and did not know when you'd come back together, or if. The masculines have seen your true colors. They have seen your true nature, your ability to sincerely commit, not because of an agenda, but because you honor your truth. Come hell or high water, nerd. Advice for the feminines here. Yeah, your masculine is releasing their abandonment wounds. So they really did think you would abandon them after all this time. They have given you more than enough time to fully, completely abandon them and to throw in the towel and to walk away, is what I heard. And something has just illuminated to them that you're not going to do that. I'm feeling teary. So yeah, these masculines might get a little misty when they realize just how deep your love runs. It's not a surface love. Something is being shown to them that this is not a surface love from your side of it. So even if they thought it was a surface love or wasn't a surface love from their side, that does not mean that they felt confident enough to risk coming forward. Why would you choose me of all people, was the energy of that past vibration. And now they are seeing it doesn't matter why you would choose them. They are understanding that your heart really does care for them. And that maybe, just maybe, you won't abandon them. Whoa. What can we see on the heart space from the masculines here? Overcoming the devil energies, and there's that Four of Swords again. So it's also sinking in that they used to tell themselves fictitious storylines about your motive, about the depth or the inability to love them on the deepest levels. That whole thing, why would you of all people want me? All of that is sinking in, that they don't have to, because this is standing the test of time, because you are not ditching them in this period of spaciousness, because they see you, your character, your integrity, your sincerity, feminines. This is very tender energy. This is a very natural, I'm seeing a lot of water imagery, like a tiny little trickling stream that perseveres. I'm seeing life-giving rain in the desert. This little bit of emotion that's starting to crack the heart wall of the masculines. It's not a torrential downpour. It is a subtle, new kind of feeling. Now I'm seeing dewdrops on flowers. And this subtle energy is what overthrows the stronghold of the devil, the abandonment wound. It's this impossible stuff that happens in the face of adversity, that happens when we least expect it, when we need a miracle. The masculines are seeing that before their very eyes right now, in you, in your connection, feminines. I heard this crusty old parched desert heart of mine needs water, needs your love, feminines. Whoa. Yes, and who, divine feminines, you be that Queen of Cups. You know, you are the water keeper. You are the keeper, the safe keeper of the emotional domain. Your masculines are the protectors of the physical, and you are the goddesses of love, the keeper of the elixir of life, the lifeblood, feminines. Oh, just know that you are entrusted with the purity of emotion, the rawness, the real emotion, the actual depths. You're a keeper of the deep, feminines. And your masculine is in good hands. And they are starting to realize just how profound that is. That is not something they have asked of you. That is something you have shown them through your character. What can we see on the Heart of Hearts for how these masculines are viewing their feminine? Oh, wow. The King of Cups, the Lovers in the inverse. So again, it's sinking in. They've never loved anyone like you. They've never met anyone more worthy of love. They've never met anyone who's loved them the way you love them. It must be higher love. It must be higher love. What is the advice for the feminines? Ooh, we just did the feminine reading, and here is that life purpose. So continue to focus on grounding the inspiration into your own life, falling in love with yourself, knowing your worth, continuing to be the safe guardian of emotion, the purity. So that means codependency free, because you are not putting it on your masculine. If they're not showing up, you're good. You are understanding that everyone treats us the way that they treat themselves, or it shows more about their capacity than our worth. And so because you are understanding that, you are moving heaven and earth here, because you are holding your consistency, emotional balance in the face of the 3D and all the things that have to play out, all the mountains that need to be moved. And that's part of this inspired way. This is you clinging to the light, following your heart through the darkness, feminines. This is you anchoring in that side of the energy with this Lover's card onto the earth plane. This is the divine mission. This is the ignition in the heart space. You are lighting that pilot light in your soul. You're allowing the divine to keep that pilot light lit in your soul. In the furnace of love, I heard. Hey masculines, your feminines have a furnace of love for you, and the divine has lit their pilot light. What can we see for the manifestations these masculines wish? Knight of Wands and Seven of Cups. So they're clearing through the illusion that this is lust, that any other options will do. It's like, clear the way. I've got one person. This is, confirmation that you're the one. So many of them have hoped and thought and glimpsed, but there is some kind of deep confirmation that you are the one here, feminines. They want to keep moving towards simplifying their life, releasing anything that is not long-term viable. Feminines, okay, so Three of Orbs. You might be feeling unglued right now, I just heard. You might feel a bit emotional right now. What I'm hearing, it's not actually your masculine, it's the dimensions cracking. It's timelines shifting. It's the strongholds that bind us to a lower vibrational settling, conformity, codependent, suffering timelines. As those crumble, we process the frequencies and we're aware of those frequencies. We notice them as they are released. And so don't cling to those agendas and thoughts and emotions that are falling out of your psyche, that are being released in your bloodstream to be flushed out. Drink water right now. I'm hearing the solar flares we've just had have partially been light codes coming in to rattle this stuff off our DNA. But feminines being so sensitive, you may be just feeling some of the volatility of that purification. So don't hang on to broken-hearted storylines right now. Allow it to flush out. So your masculines are moving mightily in the material realm right now. Their actions are establishing the new foundations for your life together. Feminines, you are establishing these emotional foundations by releasing any emotional awarenesses or thoughts or suffering that no longer serves, that is not of the light, that is not needed. Let it go. What is the action the masculines are taking? They're opening their heart. Their hearts are cracking open. They are having this internal victory right now. So the masculines are realizing it's safe to love. Feminines, yeah, the 5D, the guides, the angels, the ancestors, the divine, this is moving forward. So energetically, this is actually breaking the strongholds, the chains, the oppression, the cap, the limitations on love on the planet. This is part of the purpose, feminines, that you're anchoring in by not buying into devil energies and living your truth, the truth of this love, the truth of your divinely shown instructions. By you living that inspired life, all of the illusions are falling, and your masculine is opening their heart, and those illusions are falling off of them and their psyche and what they thought was possible in love. What are the masculines' biggest challenge at this time? The transformation and the 6 of Swords, the progress. What happens next? Where do we go from here? What does progress look like when our whole known universe just fell away? This is caterpillar to butterfly energy. And how do we fly? I'm seeing a butterfly coming out of the cocoon with new wet wings and not knowing what they're for yet, but feeling this instinctual need to air the wings out and to see what we're now made of and to comprehend this brand new opportunity. What do the feminines need to know about this? Be in your knowing. The High Priestess is here. So mercy, humility, compassion, but this is non-action. That doesn't mean complete non-action, but it means peace, tranquility. Giving it a minute, letting it sink in, being in this calm. The 6 of Swords speaks of moving to calm waters, and there's a lot of calm water here. So when you're in the mastery of your emotions, feminines, you're not rocking the boat. You're not bringing in devil stories. You're just staying balanced, peaceful, calm, grateful, open, aware, present. What can we see for the solution to this challenge? Yeah, that even in this spaciousness, the two are in the same alignment going towards this. I'm hearing new heaven on earth energy. So there's a new foundation. I'm also hearing that both are coming out of financial hardship. Both are coming out of unhealed root chakra energy where finances didn't stick. There is the final karmic release so that abundance can come in and the two can truly be exponential together. The 5s are like a teeter-totter. They are the fulcrum point where we go from the underdeveloped temporary energies to a more long-term legacy activated way of living. And so this period of separation is allowing for both counterparts to really reconcile the flimsy energies from the solid energies, the foundational energies. This has been a tandem effort. Whether that's been talked about between the two or not, this has effectively helped both come into more of a abundant energy. What is it that we can see for the feminines? The freedom of emotion. So this was the star player in the feminine read, the Three of Cups. And the feminines are being moved by the freedom of their emotion right now. It's like unfiltered, but high frequency awarenesses coming in. The gratitude for the journey, for your masculine, for who you've become, for the divine. Glory be to God in the highest. God is good. Love is good. Love is winning. What can we see in the near future? Page of Wands and the Hangman. So prayer. Masculines are going to be praying for the instructions to come in next. So that message, where do we go from here? Masculines, pray. Deliberately ask divine guidance. Where do I go from here with my feminine? Now that we're at this stage where we can, masculines, please do. Please lead these connections divinely guided into victory, into union. And feminines, the lovers, higher love, believe in it. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.